Thank you. Roll call, Mr. Toth.
Yes. Mr. Biro Patel.
Here.
Mr. Romano.
Here.
Ms. Peng.
Here.
Ms. White.
Here.
Mr. Schneider.
Here.
Mr. Herrera.
Here.
Mr. Vishal Patel.
Here.
Ms. Anjana Patel.
Here.
Mr. Lugo.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Opening statement.
Yes, in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, the Edison Township Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in the Board of Education administrative offices. Copies of this notice were sent to the Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger.
Thank you. Next is preliminary budget resolution, the famous 0% tax increase thing, Mr. Toth.
That is accurate. So just a quick overview, the local tax levy for the school budget for FY 2025 is $235,013,168, which is the same from the preceding year, and I believe the two preceding years before that. So congratulations to this board, the board before that, and boards before that as well, because you guys made that possible. Your state and other aid is about $118 million for a total operating budget of $353 million. Some budget highlights. The budget allocates about 9% increase in health care for employees, 3.8% contract increase for teachers, 17% increase for students, extracurricular and co-curricular activities, 10% increase in transportation. We know that's a big issue, so we're allocating a lot towards resources for buses and contract buses, 26% increase in student support services, OT, PT, speech and mental health, and $30 million for capital additions and improvements.
Thank you. Now we'll have motion to approve preliminary budget. Motion to approve the preliminary budget.
Motion. Second.
Mr. Schneider, Mr. Romano. Roll call.
Yes. Mr. Lugo.
Yes.
Ms. Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Vishal Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Brian Rivera.
Yes.
Mr. Schneider.
Yes.
Ms. White.
Yes.
Ms. Peng.
Yes.
Vice President Romano.
Yes.
President Patel.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next we have superintendent's report, Dr. Eldarelli.
Okay. Thank you, Board President Patel. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all is well with you. I just have three comments this evening. Number one, I know Mr. Toth kind of highlighted the dollars and cents as well as the percentage increase in relationship to the budget, but I can assure you his team, as well as the members of this Board of Education, all of our supervisors, all of our building principals, anybody that kind of touches the programs or anything that we do here in Edison Township have done a wonderful job in creating this budget. So kudos to Mr. Toth and his team. I thank you for the collaborative work of this board. And again, I thank all of our staff, students, and administrators for the hard work that they do here in Edison Township. Just a couple other highlights here. We had a job fair, like a really successful job fair yesterday at Menlo Park Elementary School. I believe that there was over 100 and something candidates, somewhere in that ballpark. Edison prides itself on hiring and retaining the very, very best, and we like to pride ourselves on being ahead of the game as well too. Most school districts aren't at this point currently right now, so we're hopeful to kind of capture that talent as they leave their residency programs or come to us from other districts at that time. So thank you to all of those people that were that contributed to that. And on a final note, I know our spring sports were underway. I think scrimmages started this week. I know tryouts were and everything kind of were beginning at the end of the month. So good luck to all of the Edison Township spring sports for all of our athletes as well as our coaches. And that is all my comments tonight there, Mr. Patel.
Thank you. Next we will go for resolutions, board discussion only. Any board member comments on resolutions? Resolutions only? Saying none. Board members, any open discussion? Saying none. Public comments. Any public comments? Saying none. Motion to end public comments.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Yes. Mr. Lugo?
Yes.
Ms. Patel?
Yes.
Mr. Vishal Patel?
Yes.
Mr. Rivera?
Yes.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes.
Ms. White?
Yes.
Ms. Peng?
Yes.
Vice President Romano?
Yes.
President Patel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We will now adjourn to privilege session. In accordance with NJSA section 10412, the Addison Township Board of Education adjourns to confidential session for the purpose of discussing the following: confidential personal and board matters, pending litigation, property acquisition, student matters. Motion to adjourn to privilege session.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We don't expect to come back. Thank you, everyone. Board
Okay, just call, just since we're back, somebody should make a motion to come out of closed session. and go
Motion to
back in.
reconvene.
All right, so somebody make a motion.
Second.
We can, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So the motion that the board's considering is a motion to set a hearing date for Tuesday, the next meeting, to discuss whether or not Board Member Vishal Patel should be removed from the board from violating District Policy 0145, which states that a member who fails to attend 3 consecutive meetings of the board without good cause may be removed from office on the affirmative votes by a majority of the remaining board members, provided that the member's removal was proposed at the immediately previous board meeting, which is this one, and then notice of the proposed removal was given to the affected member at least 48 hours in advance of the meeting, at which the vote will be taken. This is consistent with NJSA 18A 12-3, which states that any member who fails to attend 3 consecutive meetings of the board without good cause may be removed by it. And so that would be the motion, which is being considered by the board, and we would need a motion, a second, and a vote.
I'd like the motion. Motion to accept the resolution that the attorney has just talked about.
I second.
Roll call, Mr. Toth.
Mr. Lugo?
No.
Ms. Anja Patel?
Yes.
Mr. Rivera?
Yes, I believe he deserves due process.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes.
Ms. White?
Yes.
Ms. Peng?
No.
Vice President Romano?
Yes.
President Patel?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Make a motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.